Welcome to a Michles and Booth slideshow addressing wrongful death claims in Florida. My name is John Rogers, and I'll be giving some basic concepts and attempting to answer some frequently asked questions on this topic. First of all, you may be asking yourself, what is wrongful death? Well, the state of Florida has codified at Florida Statute 768:16 through 26 the Wrongful Death Act. And this statute defines the right of action for wrongful death to apply when the death of a person is caused by the wrongful act, negligence, default, or breach of contract or warranty of any person. Now, that statutory definition does very little to clarify what an actual wrongful death claim is and is not. First of all, the term, while very broad, seems to imply that another party was negligent or at fault for the death at issue. You may want to keep in mind that in product liability cases, this may or may not be true, as the manufacturer or seller of a defective product may be liable even in the absence of wrongdoing. It's also important to realize that there are very many different types of legal claims that can lead to a wrongful death. For example, simple negligence, medical malpractice, nursing home negligence, or as mentioned, a negligently designed product, among other theories, can all lead to a wrongful death. It's important to identify the exact and precise type of claim that you may have, because there are going to be distinct elements for each cause of action. There are going to be distinct rules that define who is a proper party, and there may even be different statutes of limitation. The statute of limitations in the state of Florida is the time limit within which a claim must be brought before it expires. In general, applicable to personal injury matters, a claimant has 4 years to bring a claim. However, that time period is shorter for claims based on medical malpractice and claims based on nursing home malpractice, where claimants have only 2 years to bring a claim. It's important to know that bringing a claim based on medical malpractice or nursing home malpractice requires compliance with a pre-suit process, and oftentimes consulting with expert witnesses and obtaining documents and affidavits in advance of filing a notice of intent. This requires, unfortunately for many claimants, for them to act very quickly to obtain a review, to obtain expert review, and to obtain documents needed to start the claim process well within the 2-year statute of limitations. In a wrongful death claim, the standard of proof and the potential outcomes are going to be specific and determined by the type of claim that's being brought. In a general negligence claim, it will be necessary, number one, to prove that the at-fault party acted in an unreasonable or negligent manner, and number two, that this unreasonable or negligent conduct caused the death of the decedent. Potential outcomes, again, will determine on the type of claim, and one important distinction I'd like to highlight is that depending on the type of claim that's being brought, who is a proper claimant can sometimes be illogical and counterintuitive. For example, in the world of medical malpractice, the wrongful death of a single elderly individual often leaves no claimant who can personally recover for that loss. Adult children are specifically excluded under the statute, leaving only surviving spouses and minor children as takers under the Act. This is not true, however, for claims based on nursing home negligence or claims based on general negligence. And so the potential outcomes of a claim will be highly dependent on what type of claim is being brought, what the elements of the claim are, who the potential takers are, and what potential insurance might be available from the target. Please don't hesitate to call Michles and Booth for a free consultation if you have any questions about a potential wrongful death claim. The attorneys here have a wealth of experience working on behalf of claimants pursuing this type of claim, and would be happy to provide any information, answer any questions you might have, and hopefully point you in the right direction. Thanks for listening.